to first blood.
To the death.
To first blood. According to the Irish Code of 1777, any man wounded will be tended by the doctor.
And no second shot will be fired by either gun.
Gentlemen, take up your positions. The aggrieved party at the nearest point. When I drop this handkerchief, you will walk towards each other. And at a time of your choosing, there will be a polite exchange of bullets.
Let them fight. What is going on, guys? We are talking Taboo episode 5, and this was another solid and good episode from the Taboo Tom Hardy's miniseries and Ridley Scott's miniseries. And in this episode, and then in the last, I'll talk a little bit about the last episode going into this episode, but I mean, the last episode had him dealing with a lot of gunpowder. You know, he has that one, he has the chemist with him. He's working on this gunpowder. Of course, Tom Hardy has this heist going on. At the same time, he's at this ball with the actress. And like, I love the actress. Like, I really do like Tom Hardy and the actress. They have this like kind of cat and mouse kind of relationship going on, and I really like that. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you, I don't really like his sister. I don't even really like her acting that all too much. I just feel like she's just a bland character. She does get a little bit more to work with, so to speak. I mean, it seems like her character is going to a different route right now, especially towards the end of this episode. Her husband, though, challenges Tom Hardy to a duel, and I think the duel was the very interesting thing about this episode because it really showcases the workings of other things, the workings of other people influencing a lot of different circumstances, because James has the crown protecting him while the Americans are after him. It's just crazy, man. I mean, James seems to be taking full advantage of that aspect. The Americans, like, they have spies. They know exactly where he is, what he's doing, and James, man, if he doesn't watch out, he's in a world of hurt. And we know that James can be vulnerable, and even though he is very confident in his plan and what he wants to accomplish and where he wants to go, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to get there, because there's a lot of things that could just go wrong. Once again, in this episode, I really like the relationship between him and the chemist. I really like this chemist guy. He's such a goofball, but like a serious goofball to me. And it's so funny because in this episode, last episode, he was so just going for the actress, just captivated by her and everything. And in this episode, it doesn't stop from there. I mean, she asks the question like, are you with her? Are you with her, dog? Dialogue on here, once again, is pretty damn good, especially from him, because it's so funny and so cheeky, but it's so good. I do like the actress. You see her, she's really kind of there to really help James, of course, because what's in the trunk, that's the one thing that her job is to do. And of course, in this episode, we do see that. We see her bring the trunk, but what's inside of it, so I'll leave that to you guys. But it's very interesting what James wants inside that trunk. But her, as a character, she is there, I think, to be a little bit of the love interest, because I think James is starting to like her. I don't know if he's romantically likes her, but he's kind of protective of her. There's one slimy character in this episode that was just repulsive in what he was doing to a certain character, and I just felt so dirty seeing this guy and what he was doing. And you'll see that one particular scene I'm talking about, just a slimy character. And then James's sister's husband, he just is like the biggest piece of shit in the series, man. I mean, there was no really likable qualities to him. I understand that he's really madly in love with her. I think he is in love with her. I honestly do think he's in love with her. The fact that if she died, he'd probably take his own life. But the things he does in this series, and especially this episode, it's just repulsive. And I'm just like, this guy's a real piece of shit, honestly. But I think the other guy, the slimiest guy in that one part. I think he takes the cake though, just for the little scene he's in. Like the workings that were going on, I'm not gonna be not gonna lie to you. It took me a while to kind of like, because there's a lot of puzzles and a lot of things just moving around, and a lot of things that are happening in this episode. I mean, like a lot of things happening in this episode where you're kind of trying to figure out, okay, wait, what's going on, what's happening. But honestly, at the end of this episode, you get the gist of what's happening and what these certain deals or these certain things that are happening in this episode, what that means for maybe James or maybe other people as well, maybe for the crown, maybe for the trading shipping post or whatever. Just absolutely crazy shit that's happened in this episode. I don't think it was as good as last week's episode, but it was a good kind of just to, after that episode, to move along to this one and just to really get the workings going in this episode. But overall, I really did enjoy it. I think the acting once again was good. I just don't really like James's sister, honestly. I think she just hasn't done too much up to this point, but you can say that for a lot of other characters in the series as well. But I do like the majority of all the characters, especially James' assistant, especially the chemist, especially who's working with James, and of course the actress. I really like the actress and what she presents in that complicated relationship that her and James had. All you need to know is that the powder is the most important thing, and this episode really kind of just throws that in your face, telling you the powder is the most important thing. That heist was important last episode, and that was an important thing to do in for this episode. Really important, the powder, man. The powder. And tea and crumpets. Yes, you'll find more of my reviews on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna be I cover Taboo, I cover anime, I cover film, whatever you guys need, I have for you. I'm Danimaniac, Daniel's son. Until next time, have a good day and